Welcome back to Newslink. Alongside Annika Larson, I'm Tapfuma Makina. Now, the promise of deploying thousands more soldiers to bring peace may come as music to the ears of those who keep the economy moving in this country. The Association of Freight Forwarders has condemned the riots and is calling on law enforcement to safeguard transport routes. The group's Juanita Maree joins us live now. Juanita, thank you so much for your time. How badly has road freight been hit?
Maybe if I can explain to the public and to your listeners, it's like the supply chain is like a body. You've got a heart, which is the manufacturing, and then you've got the blood that's moving in. That's mainly your ocean freight, the air freight, the rail, the depots, the terminals, and then you've got the cells, which is taking up all the nutrients. So whenever you've got a stop in a supply chain, it's like a stop in the blood vessels or in the blood flow. So I think that's what we're seeing currently now. If you stop the supply chain, we cannot move the cargo through the corridors or through the harbour. So if somebody said to you they can calculate the cost, I don't think it's true. I think the unintended consequences is huge.
Juanita, let's look at the short-term effects of this. When it comes to food and product distribution, we've got two of our major highways that have been closed for days. So what kind of impact will that have?
Well, currently what we've done, and I spoke to a couple of people this morning, is that if we don't open the in-free, we've got serious problems because we need to open up the in-free, we need to secure the in-free together with the harbour, and then as an alternative, we need to secure the in-4 as well, that the cargo can move via Maputo. So if we don't do that and we do not move cargo, I don't want to tell you that. I think all the citizens will know. We will not have... We actually stop the body to operate. As I said, there's a heart, there's a blood vessel, there's cells. So I think the unintended consequences is huge. And just for an example, I think we're entering now our citrus season for the next 3 months. So a lot of the citrus needs to move from the Lowveld through the ports to the export market. And that's not happening. So the water side, the vessels are coming in and they need to take the cargo out. Just to give you an example, and your viewers, if we look at Durban, they handle 8,900 containers on a daily basis, which is import, export, and empty containers. And about 92% of them are moving by rail. So if you start stopping the trust relationship in the different role players, because that's what we're seeing now, the people are too scared. They don't want to come to work. They don't want to put their trucks onto the road, which is understandable. So that's where we see now the underpinning elements of a supply chain is not working now because there's no predictability, there's no trust, and that rolls out in the time, the money, and the non-availability of the cargo or the merchandise. So I think it's really, we don't want to make it more dramatic than it is, but we are currently in a very severe crisis. And unfortunately, we don't see strong leadership from government.
Juanita,
the good thing,
Juanita,
maybe I can say, you can see the communities are standing up now. I mean, for me, probable is the taxi association that really starts to helping us to start mobilizing, to open up and to help the corridors to move.
Juanita, has there been any guarantee of keeping the route safe from the police or the South African National Defence Force?
I think, to be honest with you, there's a couple of things. What we suggested is that let's remove the toll gates. Let's open the toll gates now and we don't create a stoppage. Let the cargo move and the vehicles, because the moment we stop, we create an environment for somebody to loot the trucks and all of that. And then the second thing is that we said, let's identify the hot spots on the in-free corridor, and we asked the Defence Force to look at that. So I think we have done yesterday evening a 7-point plan, and we sent it up by the structures, yes?
Juanita, sorry to break you mid-sentence. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, so I have to say goodbye. Thank you so much, though, for your time. That was Juanita Maree from the Association of Freight Forwarders telling us exactly why it's important for us to get those arteries that get things in and out of KZN and the North open.